underground.
DJ Baby Blue Diamond, and you tune in to U3 Underground Unsigned and Unknown, where we have a guest of tonight. We have Mr. Revalation. What up?
What up? What up? Thank you for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure. Who Revalation is. He has been supporting U3 Radio for a long time. He's been submitting music, and I never got to finally put a face to a name, which is dope, which is very dope. I love it. And like I said earlier, my listeners love your music or hip hop boom bap type sound. So they keep.
Yeah, I appreciate all the support you guys have shown over the years for me and the crew.
Tell us a little bit about you and how you got started into music.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been doing music forever. Probably since I was about like 14, 15, just like writing and stuff. Originally, you know, my grandfather, who actually just passed away a couple weeks ago, he was a big influence for me as far as music goes. He used to like sing, and he used to be in like a doo-wop group like when he was younger and stuff. So I always had music playing around the crib since a young age, and it just rubbed off on me. And I started writing lyrics probably around 14, 15. And then in college, I'd say is probably when I started to get a little more serious with it, recording and stuff, like in the dorm room, making a studio out of the dorm room closet and all that. So yeah, and that's when I met my crew too, EMS. That's when we started, was in college.
What does EMS stand for people who don't know?
So EMS stands for, we got a lot of acronyms, but originally when we first came up with the name, it was Experimental Mind State. And that's just because we're all, it's, you know, all different cultures. Like, so we got one cat who's Nigerian, I'm Puerto Rican, we got another dude who's Italian. Like, so there's a lot of different cultural mixes, and it's like we all came together to form, you know, one bond under hip hop, you know what I mean? So that was kind of where the original name kind of came from. And then, you know, over the years, it's meant many different things. Education, musically spoken, every man struggles. So it has a lot of different like aliases, but the original name is Experimental Mind State.
People in your EMS group, and what do they all bring to the table as a collective?
So there's 7 of us. It's a huge crew, you know, and everybody's got their own unique style, their own unique sound. And everybody's just, I think the main thing is everybody's, you know, really strong lyricists. Like that's important, like to us, you know what I mean? Like the lyrics are still really important to us, and everybody pushes everybody else to be better. So whenever we do a crew track, everybody's trying to always bring their stuff because they know, you know, what the next person's going to do. They know what they're capable of. So it makes you push your pen harder. They know what
I like that you have different cultures in your group and that they all bring something different to the table. I like that you said that early weekend. And I noticed I will leave in your music, I don't hear too much of the Puerto Rican vibes. I do hear like the old school boom bap. Are we going to get any of that in any of your music?
Yeah, so I mean, I've done I've even done songs in Spanish, like older material and stuff like that. But I mean, we tend to stick to like the raw, gritty, like real life hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And like not just boom bap, because we have a lot of other sounds. Like we're kind of like we explore a lot of different sounds. Like we got some records coming out
Yeah.
that are going to surprise some people. But we do a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? But we generally, our wheelhouse is like that raw, gritty, like inspiring hip hop, the stuff that makes like that, and also the stuff that's relatable to like everyday people.
Yes. Is there a reason why y'all don't really do club songs? Is that just something y'all never really got a chance to do?
I mean, it's tough because, like, obviously, like since we were there and stuff, and we were on the grind and stuff, the way to get noticed, obviously, is to do like the radio friendly stuff. And I mean, we got stuff that has like, I guess, commercial appeal, if you will, but we never sacrifice the integrity of the music or the lyrics. So I think with that factor, it's a little bit harder. Like we've taken the path less traveled. Like a lot of people don't go that path. They either go quickly for the money or they stay super underground. I feel like we kind of like dance in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like we could do club stuff. We don't always do it, but if we do something like that, like you guys will hear records coming up and you'll be surprised that it's us. But like we never sacrifice the lyrics. We do it, but we do it how we would do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Now you have a album coming out pretty soon, Revolution Aries.
Yeah, Revolutionaries. Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So that's me and my dude Godzilla.
Tell us a little bit about that. How the title, what we expect to get from this album?
Yeah. So that's me and my dude Godzilla. He's from Mass as well, and he's up near like he's from Clinton, Mass. And basically, the album is going to be a mixture of a lot of different sounds. It's going to have some boom bap stuff. It's going to have some like make you think type stuff. It's all dope concepts. There's a little bit of newer school stuff on there too. We play with the different flows and the melodies and stuff. So we're really trying to like mix it up and expand our horizons as far as like challenging ourselves musically. Because like, everybody knows that's been listening to us for a long time that we can rhyme. So we're trying to really focus on making songs, just good music.
I like that. When does it drop? When can people hear it?
So right now it's in the mastering stage. I actually sent you an exclusive joint, and that's one of the ones that are like done. We got a few more songs to master, and then the album's done. So I'm thinking like late April, the album will be out.
I can't wait for it to drop. Like he said, he did send me an exclusive. So you can hear the exclusive tomorrow on U3 Radio at 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to play that exclusive. So all my people who are tuned in now to this interview, make sure you tune into U3 Radio Live so you can hear that exclusive song. You will not be disappointed because all of his music is dope. All the music from his camp is dope. So I know this exclusive song is going to be dope. I know that. We have a question from one of the listeners, Christopher Tedesco.
Oh yeah,
hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. He wants to know, what is your favorite video you've been a part
of? Yeah, shout out to my boy Desco. That's the homie from EMS, Desco. Yeah, there's so many. I'd probably have to say probably one of the ones we had the most fun doing was Spittin' Dead. We did a like a spin-off of The Walking Dead, but it's in rhyme form where everybody rhymes from the perspective of a zombie, but it's like stuff that makes you a zombie in everyday life, like going to a job you hate, or being addicted to like the internet or social media, or video games, like just the stuff in society that makes you a zombie. So we flipped it and we did a video, and we all got to do makeup and look like zombies. So that was a real fun experience.
Yeah. So Benji, I see. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. So I remember a good song. Okay, they remember it. It's a good song.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Okay. People who are tuning in right now. Benji, hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Oh, Benji,
Benjey
Benji,
says I remember that song.
yeah, my boy Benji. What up, Benji?
Oh, okay. We have another question from Freeman Jones. He says, "When is Rev's solo album dropping?" I was about to ask that question. That's a good one. I was about to ask that question. When we got album from you?
So I don't have a set date yet. I know people been asking me to drop like a official solo like album for a while. Like I got like mixtapes out and stuff like that. You could check out on Spotify and all that. Just search Revalation on Spotify. But the solo album, to answer your question, I'm working on it as we speak right now. And it's going to be entirely produced by my boy M. Dot. So M. Dot, who you guys spin a lot, he also produces. So he raps and he produces. He's from my crew EMS too, and he's producing the whole project. So we're working on it right now. So I'm hoping by the end of the year it should be out.
What made you wait so long to put a solo album out? I noticed on your Spotify you do have some singles here and there, but what made you wait?
Yeah, I mean, I guess really what it comes down to is like I wanted the I have it, motivation is part of it, but also I wear so many hats in the crew. So like, I don't just rhyme,
Yeah.
I do like the promo, obviously, as you know, because I send you music all the time. So I do a lot of the promo, and I do just a bunch of different things, you know what I'm saying, for the crew. Besides just rapping, you know what I mean? Like I do my own mixing, I do all types of stuff. So I do graphic art, I do all that. So really, it's just been wearing so many hats has kind of like spread me thin. And now I'm just ready to focus and get that solo project out because I know people been wanting it.
You manage wearing all those hats.
It's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? Sometimes my anxiety is like through the roof because I'm trying to do like too much. You know what I mean? But I got a great crew, man, and they're very supportive, and everybody helps and plays their role, and we got a great team behind us. Uh, you know, M. Dot, he helps with a lot of stuff. My boy works hard. DJ works hard. He helps with a lot of the promo and the stuff behind scenes too. And the whole crew in general. Everybody does their role and helps get the music out there. And promoting and doing all that and showing up to shows and when we go on tour and all that. Everybody plays a pivotal role, so it makes my life a little bit easier in that aspect.
We have a question from Unduketi. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah. If I mess up your name, I'm sorry. They want to know what song energy. I don't know if you heard
Say it
I don't
again.
know if
What
you heard the
song? What?
question.
Oh, okay. Um, hmm. It's tough. I would say like crew songs usually give me a lot of energy because I play off the crew. Like when we perform live, I love doing stuff like with the crew. So really anything with the crew gets me pumped.
Who brings the most energy on stage?
Who
But who's
brings
more
the most
mellow?
energy? All right. I would say probably the most energetic is M. Dot because he's like super hyper and he's all over the stage. Him and Core both kind of give each other a run for their money. They're all over the stage. The most laid back, I'd say the most laid back is probably Desco. Desco's just like real cool with it. He's just got that like slick vibe to him.
Man, M. Desco, I definitely have to put you on U3 because I recognize those names. Because you send me songs from them, I recognize those names. I definitely need to set up an interview with you guys. Those are names that I do recognize. That's dope. Man, that's crazy how I know y'all names. And this is like my first time like seeing y'all and putting like faces to names. Because like I've seen y'all names because y'all been supporting U3 for a minute, and now I can finally be like, oh, that's what he looks like.
Yeah. No, we appreciate all the support too over the years,
Which is a good thing. Because what I pictured like, so that's dope. I was like, yeah, I can, yeah, that's dope. We do have another question. Benji wants to know what's collab. I like that. That's a good one.
Say that again.
What's your favorite that you've done so
far? My favorite song that I've done so far.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said favorite song, right?
Did you hear what I asked you? I don't know if you heard me.
I didn't get the end of it. You said my favorite song?
I asked what's your favorite collab?
Oh, okay. My favorite collab, I'd probably have to say, well, one of my favorite. It's hard to pick a favorite because there's a lot of them that I really like. But one of my favorites that people tend to gravitate toward too would be Paid Dues, and that's off of it's off a old mixtape called Feature Presentation, which is actually on Spotify. But it's a joint with my dude K to Lose, and it's called Paid Dues. So that seems to be a fan favorite.
Being that you are from Bronx, but now that you live in Massachusetts, do you feel like your sound has changed since you moved?
Yeah, I mean,
You feel like you have some of them a little bit?
Yeah, I came at a young age, so really, it was before I really like developed that sound. But people can still tell, like when they hear me talk, they can tell I'm from the Bronx because they're like, "Oh, you sound like Fat Joe, or you sound like Big Pun." I get that all the time, because I'm Puerto Rican and I'm a big dude, so I get that. But I kind of got here early before it changed too much of my sound,
Okay. Do you ever go back to the Bronx and visit?
Yeah, for sure. I still have a lot of family. My dad still lives in the Bronx, and my brothers and stuff. So I got family still in the Bronx, aunts, uncles, cousins, all that. But yeah, I got friends out in New York too. Benji's actually in Brooklyn. My boy Benji, he's a DJ out there. He be spinning our stuff. He's one of my good friends from college. He's always supported us and played our music. But yeah, I go back to New York. I haven't been in a while. It's been a couple years, but I need to get back out there for sure.
Okay, I like that. That's nice. It's not your Facebook. Your Instagram says MC, hip hop, and comedy. So, are you bringing the comedy or
I just like
someone else in your group is?
I like memes. I like making people laugh.
I see that. I see that all through your face. You mean that?
Yeah. I just like, I like to laugh. I've always been a big fan of like comedians. I love watching stand-up comedy and stuff, and I love just laughing. I think laughter is like one of the best things in life. I think it betters everybody's mood, and I try to incorporate funny stuff into my lyrics sometimes, and like skits and all that. So that humorous side's always been there. Like when people meet me, like I look mad serious and all that, and like my demeanor seems intimidating. But once people get to know me, I'm definitely like a jokester, and I like to crack jokes.
But that's good because we all need to laugh, especially during this time of this pandemic. We all need laughter right now. But being that the pandemic hit, has it changed up the way you do music, the way y'all promote? Are y'all still doing it the same?
So I mean, we had to like pivot a little bit, right? Because you know, this thing is like it's killed live shows, and that was like a big thing for us. That was like our bread and butter, like touring and doing live shows and selling merch, and you know what I mean. And also too, we just love to perform, so we had to kind of like pivot and try to like switch up how we release music. So a lot of the crew's been releasing a lot more music, a lot more projects. Shout out to Mayhem from EMS. He dropped 3 projects last year just because, you know what I mean? Like people are sitting at home. Why not try and capture them with the music since you can't, do live shows and all that. So that's what we've been doing,
I like that. Okay, 3 projects, man. How do you know who to promote and what power? Because there's a lot of people in EMS. So how do you know, like, it's time for you to drop a project? It's time for you to drop a project?
Yeah, so
maybe we'll wait for you.
Usually, like the crew will let me know. Like I know what everybody's working on because like they always we send each other music. Like we have a group text, like a group chat. And we always send each other music and we always tell each other what each other's working on. So I always know what's going on with the crew. And when they need something promoted, usually they give me a heads up, like, hey, I'm going to plan to drop this track in, a few weeks, a month, whatever. And then we just kind of plan it out so that everybody gets, proper promotion, and we try to level it out that way. So, we plan it out, and everybody just kind of works together to make sure we're not overlapping each other. You know what I mean?
So what's next for EMS the rest of 2021? What are you guys besides dope music? Because I know y'all going to keep dropping the hits.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So obviously the music's gonna keep coming. Like I said, me and Godilla's from one of my I have a side crew too that I've done music with for a long time called the Mike Murderers. And me and him, we got that project Revolutionaries coming in April. M Dot's got a project coming soon called Ego and the Enemy 2. It's a sequel to his 2017 album, which got a lot of critical acclaim. Mayhem and Benefit are working on an album. Unducati just dropped a project last month. It's called The Anthem. You can go listen to that on Spotify. Everybody's working, and we got an EMS album in the works. And we're trying to, hopefully get back to touring soon. We're making more merch. We're doing a bunch of stuff. We're shooting videos. I got a video shoot in a couple weeks. But yeah, my focus right now though is just, while we have this quarantine time and things are a little closed down still, is to just focus on making the music. You know what I mean? Because that's what keeps it going forward.
I agree with that. Wish y'all much success. Keep making that music. Hopefully, when y'all get back to touring, y'all make your way to Texas. If not, it's all good. I need to make my way up there with y'all. Y'all spread out, so hopefully, I can catch y'all. That'd be kind of dope.
For sure. So where in Texas are you?
Yeah, y'all been supportive. Wow. And I don't even know how y'all found out about G3. I just know y'all just started sending emails and the dope music kept coming. I like that. And one thing I do want to applaud you for, because a lot of people don't do this. I love the fact that when you do send music, you don't just send music. You let us know. You send us like the pictures, you send us the album covers, links to where we can find the song, links to your Instagram. Whenever someone asks me who's this, I can say this is M Dot, this is his link. Look him up. I love that. Artists, take notes.
Yeah, man. We always try to be professional.
Take note, because radio people too. Yes, it helps. It shows that y'all professional. It helps us find you easier. Because, like I said, when play your songs, they always ask us, or when I play any song, who's this? Who's this dope artist? Where can I find them so I can do a collab? And all I can
Right.
say is, here we go. Boom, here's the link. They sent it.
Yeah,
Instead of,
that's a big thing. That's
I love
definitely that's a big thing for indie artists, man. Always make sure you tag your music. Always make sure you put your your info when you send an email. Don't just send a song or a link and that's it. Like, tell the people what they're listening to. Give a little bit of background. Maybe they don't know you yet. Send them a picture. Like, send cover art. Give them links to your social. All that stuff's important. So I do artist promo too. So I try to help empower artists with that stuff too. Like, I try to teach them about what's the proper way to send an email, like to a DJ or to a radio or to a website. So I'm real big on that, and we've always been, kind of ahead of the game in that aspect because we've done everything ourselves over the years. We've never really had label backing. We've always been indie. We've stayed indie. So
maybe one day I'll bring you some of these artists, because I also love the fact, because I've been trying to tell artists about DJ packs, and I love that that's what you said. You always send unclean version. I love that, and especially since that you send me the unclean version, and there's other stations that I feel like need to hear your song, I can send it to it if they have to.
yeah.
And I've been trying to tell artists about that, and a lot of them don't even know what that is. So like, what's a DJ
Oh yeah, for sure, for
package?
sure.
And I guess I'm assuming people know that, but it's not common sense to a lot of artists. So maybe I should teach a class or two, just some pointers to these underground artists, so they can know just the basics of some of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
things. Because I said people will most likely look at your email if it's very professional. I tell people that, or I'm gonna look at it. I'm not just gonna browse through it and be like, oh, it's another song. So I really like that.
Yeah, man, it's big. It's
Shout
definitely.
out to the people who's been tuning in. I love you guys. Chris said he's out. We're bouncing out to Texas. That's dope, Chris. Hopefully I can come to
Yeah, I
Texas,
appreciate I
Southwest. I
appreciate y'all for listening.
did the pandemic, but that would have been so dope to get y'all out here.
Yeah, we'll be out there soon. We'll be
This
out there
pandemic,
soon.
but we're gonna make it. We're gonna get through
We're gonna get out there soon, definitely.
it. Thank you, of EMS, for being on U3 Radio. It's a pleasure to have you. Before we let you go, give us all the links where we can check out your music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everybody that tuned in and listened. Thank you for taking the time out. And yeah, like I said, Revolutionaries, late April, be on the lookout. Revelation and Godzilla. Look out for that EMS album, that M. Dot album. And yeah, as far as where you can find me, it's at Rev of EMS on everything. REVOFEMS. That's on every social media platform. It's the same thing, at Rev of EMS, no spaces. And you can look up the music on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. I'm on there. Just look up Revelation. And yeah, check me out. Let me know. Hit me up.
You heard it straight from his mouth. Make sure you go check him out. You will not be disappointed. Not only will you not be disappointed with the rest of the EMS crew, M. Dot and the rest of you guys. I don't want to name you guys because I might miss somebody, but they all be disappointed. And like I said, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing the exclusive song. We'll play. Oh, it's going to be a dope song. I know it will. And I'm excited to listen to it. I might listen to it tonight to take a sneak peek. So you definitely going to love it. Hey, Babe Blue Diamond, and I am